All right, let's get this show started!
In today's video, Israel Adesanya changes tune and praises Jon Jones. Beneil Dariush talks his game plan for Charles Oliveira fight. Dillon Danis shares shocking screenshots regarding Ali Abdelaziz. Jorge Masvidal confronts Jake Paul in Miami, and Chris Weidman talks his return after a 2-year layoff. Following Jon Jones' victory over Cyril Gane at UFC 285, Israel Adesanya expressed his gratitude to finally bury the hatchet with his rival. During a recent appearance on the Impulsive podcast, Izzy revealed that he has long been a fan of Jones and admires his abilities. Jones himself had previously admitted that Adesanya is his favorite current MMA fighter. Adesanya and Jones have both achieved incredible things in their respective divisions. Here's what Izzy had to say. I don't even like to talk about this shit, but like for me, growth is something you have to go through as a human being, as a man, especially maturity. There was a point where I came to the UFC, I feel like it's up to him to admit this, but I feel like he was a fan, but he was kind of like, there's another one coming in and taking the shine, but there's enough room for us to shine. We can be in our own lanes and be great. I've been a fan of Jon since UFC 294 when he fought Stephan Bonner. I saw what he did in that fight. But yeah, real recognize real, I'll put it that way. On Saturday night, Beneil Dariush will face Charles Oliveira at UFC 289. If he wins, Dariush will become the second man to defeat Oliveira in the past 5 years. In a recent interview with UFC News, Dariush discussed the fight scenarios and shared his strategy for securing a win.
I think we match up pretty well. I think there's multiple cases how the fight can go. He has a very aggressive style, and he's so aggressive sometimes he forgets his defense, and I think that's something I can obviously take advantage of. But at the same time, sometimes I make the same mistake. I can get careless and go forward and do things that I probably shouldn't, but typically get the win out of it. So it's one of those things where I think discipline is going to be big key in this fight for me. So I think we match up well together. If I stay disciplined, I think it makes it a lot easier for me to win this. If not, it'll be great for the fans, but I still think I'll win.
Beneil has also revealed that the UFC has promised him a title shot if he wins at UFC 289.
I don't think I need a finish to get a title shot. I think if I win this fight, it would be pretty difficult to deny me. And I've spoken with the UFC, with Hunter, and they've told me if I win this fight, I'm #1 contender.
Ali Abdelaziz and Dillon Danis have had a heated back and forth exchange over social media yesterday. The altercation started when Islam tweeted, "Elon Musk, you cheap guy, where's my blue tick?" To which Danis commented, "You need to get your blue belt before you get the blue tick, you bum." A few hours later, Abdelaziz wrote, "Stop talking trash to the champion, you bum." To which Danis replied, "How's Noah?" referencing Ali's son. Ali replied, "Noah is actually a big guy now. He can slap you too. You are an embarrassment." For now, Danis finished up the exchange writing, "How would you know? You abandoned him when you became an informant for being a terrorist." He then posted screenshots of Abdelaziz being an informant named Robert Britton. What do you guys think of these screenshots posted by Danis? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Jake Paul and Jorge Masvidal have plenty of history regarding callouts in public discourse about a possible boxing match. Now the two have finally come face to face when Masvidal showed up to the Beneil warehouse in Miami, where the two exchanged words instead of blows. While it's not totally clear whether this was staged or not, we're curious to hear your thoughts below. Here's the clip.
Okay, so apparently Masvidal showed up to the Beneil warehouse.
Why are you trying to cause trouble?
Troublemaker? Oh, it's your city?
No, it's
So you own this right here?
No, not that, but he needs them
You-
outside of that.
So you own
This
the
is
whole
private
entire...
property. Right out
So,
there.
but what you have... Because you've been saying a lot on Ariel Helwani.
Like what? What I said?
Call me a punk.
I did.
Chris Weidman is officially back. After a 2-year layoff, the former middleweight champion has booked his return to the octagon with a fight expected against Brad Tavares at UFC 292 on August 19th at the TD Garden Arena in Boston. Speaking on the Won't Back Down podcast, Weidman discussed his return and shared his thoughts on the matchup.
I'm fighting Brad Tavares. Excited for this matchup. This guy is a kickboxer. You know, good. He has good takedown defense. He's been around the game for a really long time. He's a veteran of the game. He's like me. I don't think he's had the big fights like I've had. You know, he was like in top 10 and stuff like that for a long time, but he was never, you know, a guy who was fighting for the belt and on top. So I think it's a great fight to come back to. A guy who is dangerous enough that it gets me really training hard and makes me be super disciplined in the training camp. But also a good comeback fight, I think, as opposed to, you know, fighting a guy in, you know, the top 5 right away, which could have potentially happened.
Weidman also revealed that his goal is to fight Israel Adesanya for the title.
You know, the goal for me, you know, making this comeback after everything I've been through, it's not just for this one fight and to be done. I got some big things on the horizon in my mind. You know, I want to come back and, you know, put on a great performance, complete dominating performance. And then the goal is to fight again on that New York City November card at Madison Square Garden. And just climb up the rankings, earn my way back to a title fight. I love the champion, Israel Adesanya. I love that matchup. And that's the goal, is to get there and to get a fight with him.
And here are the top 3 funniest memes we found on the internet today. Third place was found over Reddit and was posted by a user named Mexican Ed. Our second place pick of the day was found over Facebook and was posted by a user named Robert. And our top picked meme was also found over Reddit and was posted by a user named Seven Constanza. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel to keep up with the latest MMA news.